wolves. Looking at the deer in the distance, how peacefully they are grazing. How peacefully my deers are grazing. They are eating the grass without any fear of any wolves. Now, let's look at the next paragraph. Ekalavya hears the barking sound of dogs at a distance. Ha! This is not the howl of wolves. The sound is coming nearer. The deer lift up their heads in fear and run to him. Have no fear, my dear animals. No dog or wolf shall disturb your peace as long as I live. He shoots arrows in the direction of the barking. The sound stops. Oh, quite a big party of hunters. How wicked they are to set their dogs against the innocent animals of the forest. Oh, what do I see? My guru with his pupils. So now he is just hearing some sound from the distance. What was the sound? He was the barking sound of dogs at a distance. He is hearing the sound of barking by the dogs. Huh, this is not the howl of wolves. The sound is coming nearer. So he understood that the sound is made by dogs, not by the wolves. And the sound is coming nearer. The deer lift up their heads in fear and run to him. When even the deers which were nearby him, they heard the voice and noise, and they ran to him for the safety. Have no fear, my dear animals. So he's telling the animals, the deers, to not to be feared of anything. No dog or wolf shall disturb your peace as long as I live. So no wolf or no dog can trouble you. I'm here. He shoots arrows in the direction of the barking. The sound stops. So what he does now, he's shooting the arrows in the direction of the barking. From where he heard the barking to that direction, he had shooted the arrows. And the sound stops. Oh, quite a big party of hunters. How wicked they are to set their dogs against the innocent animals of the forest. How wicked means how bad they are, because they set their dogs, they allowed their dogs to hunt these innocent deers, and it's so bad. Oh, what do I see? My guru with his pupils. But who is coming? Not a hunter. He is my guru, Dronacharya. And who are next to him? They are all his pupils, means his students. His Eklavya is so surprised to see that his guru is coming towards him. Now enter Drona with Arjuna and other princes and a dog with arrows in its mouth. The poor dog whines helplessly. Ekalavya prostrates before Drona. Now Drona with Arjuna and other princes enter the forest area where Ekalavya was standing. And next to them there is a dog full of arrows in its mouth. Which was arrows? They were shooted by the Ekalavya. So it's growling helplessly. The dog is with very much pain and it's growling. So again Ekalavya bows his head in front of Dronacharya. Now Acharya Ekalavya, the son of Hiranyadanush, pays his respects to you. He says, I am the son of Hiranyadanush, Ekalavya. I am bowing my head towards you, in front of you, and it's a respect showed to you. Drona, arise, my boy. God bless you. What a skill you have gained in archery in this short period. Your teacher must indeed be a great one. Drona is surprised to see him shooting the arrows from the very distant place without seeing the object. And he says, arise, my boy, get up, my boy. Let the God bless you. What a skill you have gained in archery in this short period. What a skill you achieved from archery. Your teacher must indeed be a great one. Your teacher must be a great teacher because he taught these skills to you. Arjuna, really, this boy has mastered the art of shooting arrows by detecting the source of sound. Even Arjuna is appreciating Akalavya. As what he is appreciating? He is appreciating him as a mastered boy. He mastered the art of shooting. And just looking at the sound, just hearing the sound only, he shooted, and it was the mastery over archery, he says. Next paragraph. Ekalavya, it's all the result of your blessings. Great Acharya, I learnt all the tricks of archery under your kind guidance. How kind of you to visit this poor abode of your humble pupil. Ekalavya is answering his question. It's all the result of your blessings, great Acharya. What are the things I learnt? It's because of your. I learnt all the tricks of archery under your kind guidance. How kind of you to visit this poor abode of your humble pupil. So I learnt everything from your help. With your help and your kind guidance helped me to learn this archery. And today I'm very happy because you are so kind enough to visit my poor abode or a poor's house. Arjuna, you are Acharya, you promised to make me the greatest archer in the world, but here is a boy who excels me and he says you are his guru. Now Arjuna is so jealous of Ekalavya because what he wanted to learn, the Shabdavedi, it's already learned by Ekalavya and he is very angry with his guru. Acharya, you promised to make me the greatest archer in the world. Guru, you promised me to make me a greatest archer in the world. But here is a boy who excels me. But this boy, Ekalavya, is ahead of me. He is overtaking me in learning. He learned before what I learned. And he says you are his guru. And he is claiming that you are his guru to learn the Shabdavedi. But why I could not learn it from you then? Drona, Arjuna, you know I have been with you always. It is the devotion of this boy that has made him a good bowman. Drona is convincing Arjuna, saying that, you know I have been with you always. I have not anything to him. I have not taught anything to him. You know that I always being with you only. I never taught him anything separately. It is the devotion of this boy that has made him a good bowman. Then how did he learn this? Because of his devotion. Made him a good bowman. So it made him a good archer. So now let's learn some question answers here. Shoot arrows at the approaching noise. Ekalavya shot the arrows at the approaching noise because it was coming towards his beloved deeds. Pick out the line in which Drona praises the teacher of Ekalavya. The line which appreciates Ekalavya's guru is, your teacher must indeed be a great one. The next question is, what made Drona appreciate Ekalavya's skill? Drona appreciated Ekalavya's skill because even though he did not guide Ekalavya, still Ekalavya was able to learn the Shabdavedi. How, according to Drona, did Ekalavya become a good archer? According to Drona, with his devotion, Ekalavya became the good archer. Now let's learn the next paragraph. Arjuna, whatever it may be, Acharya, you have not kept your word. Even though Drona tried to convince Arjuna, saying that he did not teach anything to Ekalavya, still Arjuna is unhappy. And he is telling, whatever it may be, Acharya, you have not kept your word. You didn't keep your promise to us. Somehow he learned Shabdavedi before we learn it. Drona, Ekalavya, if you claim that I am your teacher, you will have to give me a Guru Dakshina. Now, Drona wants to convince the Arjuna and other princes. Now, he is asking something from Drona. It's from Ekalavya. If you claim that I am your teacher, you will have to give me a Guru Dakshina. So, what he is asking for from Ekalavya? He is asking for a Guru Dakshina. Arjuna, Acharya, so was it really you? You have not kept your promise. So, it means you have taught him all the lessons. He is suspecting his guru. Now, Drona, dear Ekalavya, if you say that I am your teacher, I deserve Guru Dakshina. Can you give your right thumb as Guru Dakshina? What Drona is asking now? Dear Ekalavya, if you say that I am your teacher, I deserve Guru Dakshina. So, Ekalavya, however, you are claiming that I am your Guru directly or indirectly, then you should give some Guru Dakshina to me, some award to me, because I taught you the good archery. So, what I expect from you is your right thumb, means the thumb in your right hand, right thumb. The first finger in your hand, the bigger and shorter finger, that's called thumb. So I want that, Ekalavya. Do not accuse the great Acharya. Oh prince, I cannot bear it. His promise to you shall be kept. Ekalavya is so sad to hear Arjuna's hard words towards Dronacharya, saying that Dronacharya taught all the archery skills to Ekalavya. And he is trying to stop Arjuna. What he's telling, do not accuse. Accuse means blaming, saying harsh words. So, do not accuse the great Acharya. Please don't accuse him. Oh, prince, I cannot bear it. I cannot tolerate it. His promise to you shall be kept. Whatever promise he made, it will be kept. Goes to the idol, bows before it, takes his knife from his belt, cuts off his right thumb, puts it at the feet of the idol, takes it again and comes back to Dronacharya. Now, he takes his knife from his pocket and cuts off his right thumb and gives it to Dronacharya. My noble master, here is my Guru Dakshina. I request you to accept it and bless me. This forest is now free from wolves and other cruel beasts, and my dear fawns are safe. I have no more need of my bow. So now he's telling something to Guru Dronacharya. What he's telling? My noble master, here is my Guru Dakshina. I request you to accept it and bless me. Please accept this Guru Dakshina and bless me. Hereafter, I don't need this thumb because already I kept my promise to my dear fawns. Now I killed all the wolves which may cause trouble to my fawn. Now the forest is free from all the wolves and other beasts. Now I have no more need of my bow. For me, no need to use any archery skill now. And he is telling something to Arjuna also. What? Prince, you are now the greatest archer as you will not have a competitor in me. The Acharya's promise to you is fulfilled. So, Arjuna, now you can be very happier because nobody is there to compete with you now. You are the greatest archer in the world now. So, Acharya's promise to make you as a good archer is fulfilled, saying that he bows his head. Drona, what a noble soul. God bless you, my dear boy. So Drona is sad bit, but still he appreciates Eklavya, saying that you have a noble soul. Noble means great, and God may bless you. So what we learned from the lesson, even though no proper things available, no proper facilities available, if you have a willing to learn something, achieve something, it can be done with your own devotion and strong mind. That's the example given in the lesson through Ekalavya. That's all for the day. Thank you very much.